step I take, I move my truth. Every time they tell me stop, I use every comment, hate that makes my fuel. Gather up my energy and boom, I hear them talking, saying the way that I move is so reckless. That is a part of my mind I've been blessed with, giving my blood so I am relentless.
Keep Hammering Podcast episode.
Yes. It's the Keep Hammering Collective. It's not Shit Talkers Weekly.
No. So James, quiet.
Yeah. So here we are. We're with John and Jenn Rivet up in Alberta. Bear heaven, basically, is what this is. And we've had some luck today. What a hunt.
Some luck, but before that, a lot of long days sitting 12 hours in the rain, in storms, waiting for the big guy to come in. And it's not like hunting an average bear.
No. It's, people, there's so many bear here. So many, I don't know how many bear we saw a day, but I would say...
You had a day of 16, I think?
I would say on average at least 10 bear a day. Even on, rain and wind, they don't really like that much, but still just great bear days. But waiting for the right big bear is a whole different game. And we want big old boars, and that can be a waiting game for sure. But we got her done finally. Again.
Took some effort.
Yeah. But you guys have the best, it's the best bear camp, it's the best bear country. And your guys' experience is second to none. And man, I'm so lucky to be here. And tell us, what do you guys think about this week so far?
Definitely put the work in. Definitely put the time in.
Hardest.
This is probably the hardest you've had up here just going after this one bear.
Yeah. Yeah. So it took a bit, and we were out, went out this morning and did a morning sit, which normally you don't have to do. It's like, normally you're out so late, baiting, hunting, so much work is involved. You get back late because it was getting dark it's almost 11, the last shooting light, 11 p.m. So by the time you get back here and eat dinner, it's after 1.
Yeah.
So nobody's getting up early when you're not getting to bed and asleep till 2. And, But sometimes you do what you gotta do.
Sometimes you can get lucky, You
Yeah.
can be at the right place at the right time. But
Yeah.
these big old bears, they don't get big and old because they're dumb.
No.
Sometimes you'll get lucky. During the rut, they'll be following a sow, and you'll, see it a little quicker, get a better shot. But, as we know from this past week, they can come in with a sow. Doesn't mean they give you a shot.
Yeah.
Hey?
They get...
As you will see on Bush Dragons 3.
It's just why they are so big. They get big because they're old, and years of experience just has taught them how to stay alive. And if a bear is 10 to 20 years old, we think there's a sow out here that's 30 years old with that much avoiding humans for 3 decades.
Yeah.
They got it down.
Yeah.
Oh, very tough.
And you got to get lucky. You got to be there, and you got to get lucky.
Yeah.
And then you got to get a break,
Well, you do. I always say you do all the controllables the best you can.
Yep.
How you dress, the equipment you use, how you bait the bears, how you set up your baits, all of that stuff. But the things that you can't control, weather and the animal, that just takes some luck.
Shooting your bow every day helps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially in the position that you're going to be shooting from.
Yeah.
I think people know, they think, well, this is a chip shot because it's, generally under 20 yards.
Yeah.
But these things are so tough. If you don't make a perfect shot, it can be not fun.
Yeah.
And not a not successful ending to your hunt.
This thing died so close to where you shot.
Yeah.
We'll be able to count the seconds on the video, but
Yeah.
how quick do you think it was? I've seen some of your bears go in 5 to 13 seconds. They're gone.
I think he was done in about maybe 15 seconds.
Yeah.
So.
Did you take off running?
Yeah. It's I had to stop him, and normally I don't like to do that. I want the bear just naturally not be alert at all, and just do what they do. And then, my perfect kill is where the animal never knows I'm there. and then the arrow comes in. They're not alarmed.
I just feel like that one's blocked.
But these old boars, they'll come in just like they'll come in and could be at the bait and never show their side. They hate
Yeah.
showing.
They don't.
So it's all about angles with bear because
Look when they're fighting other bears, they keep a tree between them sometimes.
yeah,
They work the
they
edge of
know
that
how to
tree.
protect their. This is their soft spot here.
Yeah.
Their stomach, their side, and they, whether you're hunting them or they're going against another bear, they're not showing where they're vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
And as a bow hunter, you need that broadside shot. You don't want to force a quartering too. So yeah, waiting for that. And so finally he turned and I stopped him, made a little noise, and hit him perfect. And right here's the entry hole. I went in and hit that other offside shoulder and
This thing, this Montana knife is freaking razor sharp right now.
so nice.
Wow.
I'll shout out to Josh for making some pretty awesome knives.
Josh Smith, the Montana Knife Company. What a success story that's been.
Yeah. We're cheering them on all the way.
Oh man. Anything we can do to help support that American
made.
company. He was a blue collar lineman,
Yeah.
working every day and had a dream to be a knife maker. And
Ooh, don't.
all right.
Squash.
Hey, Dave.
But this is, it doesn't get much better than this right here.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful day.
It's always fun to do this, to get to this point where we're skinning together.
Oh.
Normally we got some Luke Bryan playing on the music
I know.
machine.
Oh, I brought one down. I just didn't.
It's okay.
Yeah, we'll probably get sued if we played it on the podcast. No, Luke would be fine with it. He knows about his record label. But we had some good sits. We all sat together a few times, and I'll say we sat so good, so freaking quiet.
Yeah.
I think they take it for granted how hard it is to sit and be quiet. But we did it just right a few times.
Yeah, and then fighting the weather. We went from 80-something degrees just before lunchtime. By the evening, sitting in a freaking
Downpour.
rainstorm, downpour, wind just blowing.
Yeah, that's some long days.
And then 12 hours later,
yeah,
but got to put in the time.
we had some long days. But yeah, that's the name of the game. It's you can't really, like, normally on hunts, my advantage is I can cover country for a long time and hunt, like, quote, hunt hard.
Yeah.
Here, hunting hard means more time.
Yeah.
More time in the stand, and it's just hours. And so that's all you can really do is just be out there more.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, that's what I can control is how long I'm in the stand. So we sat, in a 3-day stretch, sat 40 hours.
That's unheard of. We've never had to do that. Ever.
No, I was just so focused on just a giant boar, you
Yeah.
know? And, you could definitely kill a bear almost every time you sit. Kill a boar, not just kill a bear like a sow that could potentially have cubs in a tree somewhere where you don't know. So we're very particular about just seeking out boars. But then when you're just like, you want an old boar, that's a whole different challenge. Just takes time. Looking over bears, making sure, the Tacticam, the trail cameras that are cellular have been huge for
It's
you
been
guys.
one of the keys to our success right now.
Yeah, definitely. We can just react.
Instead of, basically we try to rebait all the baits once a week. Do that big circuit of 50, 60 baits and get them all done.
Yep.
And you check the chip. And it's been a week, right? So you check the chip and see who was there during that whole week. Well, if there was a sow with a boar and they spend 2 to 3 days together, it's too late. You missed it.
Yeah.
You missed the
Now
window.
we can see it right away. It's like, he's there with a sow. He's going to be around there for 2-3 days.
And
Time to go sit.
that's generally what it takes for him to get her bred.
Yeah.
And once she's bred, he's gone. And who knows where he's going.
Yeah.
So yeah, just being able to react to that.
Yeah, bear typically lives in 10 square mile area, so like 3 by 3 miles. And in the rest, those boars will travel 20 miles.
Well, and this bear showed up with a sow, was it yesterday?
Yeah.
for the first time with that new sow.
Yeah.
So we thought, okay, we got basically 2 days, and that's why I went out this morning, just because the Tacticam camera told us that they're together, and let's take advantage of it.
Yeah.
Sometimes it works, and it works perfectly this time.
Oh, sorry.
You want to go to that side?
No, you do.
I'm trying to tilt that way.
Well, I was going to.
So Lowell, should I pull the Kawasaki?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, please.
Thanks, Gideon.
Thank you, Jane. May I have another? I don't know, that was awesome. Anyway.
Once more on the pot, James. Not allowed to talk.
Yeah, I do have to hand it to James. I mean, he's probably quitting after this hunt, but has been a trooper.
Little sleep.
Yeah, long days.
Long day.
But we got so much incredible footage. We had
The best we've ever had. Eh?
It's amazing. I mean,
How come it's like crazy better every year?
it's insane. So we just had to finish this story with making it happen on a giant boar. Had to. Not always easy. And especially, this could have been over much sooner with a rifle, which is legal, but we're bow hunters and
You just know when you're doing archery, though, what challenge you're up against.
yeah, it's just the name of the game.
It's the perfect animal to go bow hunting for.
Yeah.
Even newbies.
Yep.
Test.
That's Joe. This was his first bow hunt, and I just knew it was one that's fairly controllable.
Yeah.
And people think that, they come up here and they're gonna maybe save a big bear for me or for Joe or whatever. Joe's never killed a giant bear.
No.
It's like a 6.5 foot boar is a great animal, and that's what he's killed. And that's just there's no saving anything in country like this.
No.
It's so big and so wild, and they just do whatever. It's like you just do the best you can.
Basically, if you want to kill a big boar, go hunt where there's a bunch of sows.
Yeah.
They're going to bring them in.
Yep. And if you spend enough time there, and I think people they want to move around a lot, because they always think that the other stand's better, or somebody's in a better spot, or
Yeah.
it's just.
Which stand are you putting so and so in? Which stand are you putting this one in? Does it matter?
It's just.
Where
It
did
doesn't
this guy
matter
go?
at all,
Where did
but
that guy go?
but you know how hunters are, and it's just.
They think you're saving a special,
Yeah.
all these special spots, and it's like, well, if there's a big boar on there, we're gonna put you on there.
Yeah, and the fact is, even if you never saw a big boar there, anything could show up this time
Yeah.
of year.
That's right.
Sure.
I mean, you
Half
can't.
the big boars we'll kill this week, they'll not be on trail camera.
No.
They'll just walk in.
Yeah, because
Well, they're spending time
they're
there.
cruising looking for sows.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's man, what an amazing hunt. It never gets. It's like hard in a different way. Just so much time in the stand, but it's so fun and challenging.
Challenging. Especially when they come in and you can't get that perfect shot. And they move, and like you're saying, hiding themselves, guarding themselves. How do they know?
Sixth sense. I mean, they feel something. These old boars, they just have a survival instinct, and they know they just know.
There's something off.
Yeah, something is off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, they didn't get big and old. Just,
on accident.
walking around and kind of being dumb, if you can say it that way.
Yeah. And it's I had so many times where it was so close to taking a shot, and I'm just like so nervous about wounding, making a poor shot and having an animal suffer, especially an animal that survived for maybe 20 years in the wild, that you second guess yourself and you're like, God, could I have? But it's just, you have to be disciplined on these
Well,
things.
you're at full draw, waiting for him, and it's like, okay,
number
we're
of
looking, we're like,
times.
oh, it's gonna be good, and then he's like, he turns, or he puts his whole
or
front
his
leg.
legs back.
Yeah.
Or he's slightly quartering. And I think people make mistakes on body position of these animals. It's like a slightly quartering shot, is not going to be good on a big boar.
No.
Because you're going to catch one lung, and they're going to. This country is so thick. You know, 300 yards might as well be 10 miles. It's tough to track them down. But when you hit them good like this, freaking
They don't.
Get the hooks.
seconds. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, that broadhead is in there still.
Is it?
Yeah. Arrow broke.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the shoulder. Or?
Yeah. Hit that other shoulder.
No.
Look at the forearms on this thing. You wonder how they're so tough.
I know. So strong.
And just look how quick he moved
Yeah.
from just about broadside, and just
Yeah.
so smart.
Yeah.
And he liked to keep his eyes on you when
Yeah,
he was
he
walking
do.
in. Always eyeballs on you.
Always. They're so.
They're keen to it.
These big boars, they're almost like a different species.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, you can get lucky.
Because people see the video and they say, "Oh, that looks like an easy hunt." I'm like, "Well, no, that young bear is just like a young deer. It's just, you know, like a spiked buck is not very smart. Young bear are no different. They just haven't been around long enough."
Yep.
Yeah.
But like a 200-inch whitetail or a 200-inch mule deer, it's gonna be a tough kill, just like a boar like this. What do you guys think is the key for equipment on what works best on these big old bear like this?
Definitely never use a two-blade broadhead.
Yeah.
I mean, look at
You
this
need
fat.
You need a blood trail.
Yeah.
This fat. There's so much fat here. Just a slit here. The fat kind of moves.
Yeah.
There's no exit hole. Like even with my bow, it didn't come out. So all you have is a slit that's covered with fat.
Yeah.
No blood.
Yeah.
And in this, like I said, I mentioned this thick country. It's gonna be tough.
Yeah. Equipment
guys-
that you're familiar with,
Yeah.
right?
You guys like big, like mostly an expandable head if you have the poundage to
Yeah.
get through.
If not,
And if you're confident with it,
good solid fix.
not just coming here on your first hunt and the first time you're going to use one, because
Yeah.
I would advise that, because I mean, you need to know how it works for you.
Yeah.
I just used a fixed blade. That's all I've used for everything I've killed so far.
Yeah, you like the 3-blade fix, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's everything: moose, deer, whitetail, big bear.
And you've killed giant bear,
Two
big
moose.
bucks, 2 moose. And how many pounds do you shoot?
I used to shoot about 57, 58.
That's
And
pretty.
then
That's almost
after-
60 pounds. That's a
Yeah,
lot.
and after shoulder surgery.
Yeah.
Well, actually, when I first started, it was 43 pounds. I shot my first bear, my first moose at 43 pounds. And it died right away.
Wow. So the key there, shot placement.
Exactly.
You're pretty.
They're easy to poke through.
You're pretty particular on good, high quality broadside or quarter away shots, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Leg forward.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they just gotta, when you're shooting an arrow of any kind, you just gotta make sure where it's entering and visualize where it's gonna come out.
That exit.
That
Yeah.
exit.
Yeah. And these, you know, with bear, they can be tough to. You have to be really,
Yeah. Yeah.
really focused on just that slight change in body position. It's hard. It's hard to see black. They don't have a shoulder line. They don't have a crease like an elk would. So you have to be really focused on. That's why even binoculars are key on a hunt like this.
For sure.
Yeah, well, to sex it and figure out what gender
for
it
sure,
is.
Yeah.
Without the binoculars, unless they're
It's
standing in
impossible.
broad daylight right in front of you, it can be very tough.
Yeah.
And in lower light conditions, when you're getting closer, late in the evening, that last half hour, it can be tough.
Yeah.
So we just teach everybody, look with your binoculars, look for the proper parts, and you just stare at it, and eventually you're going to see it.
And you see you read all sorts of theories on the internet like,
Yeah.
oh, small wrists on a sow. Or,
Yeah.
Or a skinny nose, or
Smaller body,
smaller. It's like
Nothing works.
no.
nothing. There's generalizations.
We've seen that sow we saw the other night.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's got everything of a big boar.
It's
She's 7 foot. She's a monster.
giant,
But it's a sow. Because she
big
had
neck, big shoulders,
big muzzle. She had a
big
pretty big
everything.
muzzle.
Big muzzle, big front pads.
Sorry. My little
Just like
Yeah.
people, it's genetics.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a beautiful bear, though.
Oh my gosh, most beautiful sow I've ever seen.
Yeah. And you think if cubs didn't walk in right with her, if you were not
Yeah, just like
following the protocol on saying what sex it is,
Yeah.
they would have killed
Well,
it.
that other
Somebody could have killed it.
that other sow has those little cubs she left in a tree.
Yeah.
And she came in by herself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And in,
Big
and
blonde
in
bear.
most camps, a lot of bear camps, I don't want to say most because I want to speak for other people, but a lot of bear camps, that bear, because of her color, would have been killed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that would have killed all her cubs.
Yeah.
Because they can't survive.
Yeah.
So you just killed 3 or 4 bear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, how heartbreaking is that?
Yeah.
I hate to even think about that.
Yeah. That's
I don't think there could be a worse feeling than walking up to a sow and notice it's lactating.
yeah,
Yeah.
right.
And you're just like,
Oh, deadly. You just feel horrible.
yeah.
That's why we like to make them stand up. Like
Yeah.
beaver, you're gonna see the boobs.
And people get in the heat of the moment and they're not, everybody has these dreams about killing a bear and, it's a long way to come. They've saved money and you want to shoot because to kill you have to shoot.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you make a mistake,
There's no turning back.
terrible.
Yeah. But if you put in the time there again, just watching,
Yeah.
constantly looking, eventually you're going to see what it is. And when in doubt, you just wait.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Yeah.
And it's easier to say than done. It's like
Alert.
when you're watching that big one come in,
Yeah.
or that bear come in, it's like beautiful, nice coat, all the other stuff.
I think that's what's made this place so special is you guys have been so consistent on only targeting boars.
Yeah.
And the sows are the breeding stock.
Yeah. So you've
basically.
been here, you know how serious we are about it.
Oh, it's just
You're
not
gonna deal
every
with the
day.
wrath of Jenn.
Well,
Every
no.
day, it's like it's just hammered in your head.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you sex it. Make
Yeah.
sure it's a boar. Make sure you get a good look at it. And yeah, I mean, I just think the quality is reflected on that.
Okay, so on one of the posts you did, somebody said, well, if bear hunting is management, if you're hunting for management, then why don't you target the sows?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's one reason why. First of all, the sows are going to make babies, and we don't want to annihilate them. We just
Yeah.
want to manage them. By managing these big boys,
Yeah.
these are the guys that are killing moose calves, that are killing elk calves, deer fawns.
Yeah.
Like I said, they need more calories.
And
They're-
by taking these out, we see the population go up of ungulates.
yeah, they're because they're old, they're so good at killing.
Yeah.
They've been
Yeah.
killing for decades.
Yeah.
So a moose calf or an elk calf or a deer fawn, they're like easy money.
They have no chance.
No chance. And these things are they can ravage a herd.
And these things are also the ones that will kill the cubs. You
Yeah.
get that sow to breed again.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's multi levels why we do what we do.
Mm-hmm.
But when we bring in anybody we bring in, you've been here enough times. You hear my spiel.
Yeah.
Trying to teach them how to sex them, judge them.
It's a great. Yesterday you had all the new hunters in camp, and you had your mounted bear in there. And you're going through angles and how to sex them. It's like
Yeah.
so valuable.
Yeah.
We should actually film
Film
that.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
We should film that and post that.
That'd be good.
I just want people to come up and succeed. And if you don't have the right knowledge, how can you succeed?
Yeah.
And I kind of go overboard a little bit. But this year we have how many first-time bear hunters?
Yeah. And that's great because that's what keeps hunting tradition alive. We love that. But it's also, there's a lot to learn.
And the best way they can succeed is knowledge.
Yeah, Jazz.
Okay. Oh, push it.
You just
It's hard for me to hold because he's so big.
Yeah.
Hold it and try to operate on
bigger
it.
ones are a whole different thing.
It's a different ball game.
On skinning.
But yeah, that tutorial or your spiel, and it's good. And also that I like that you do it because I think a lot of hunting is a male-dominated culture, but like you have so much experience and you speak with such authority. I think I love that you're giving that.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You've been doing this so long.
It takes a lot. It's taken a long time to actually have some respect
Yeah,
in the industry, just because.
it's tough.
But it's what you do. I've been doing it for, he's been doing it for 36, 37 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I've been guiding for over 25.
And John is always quick to give you credit and like say you're a better guide than him,
Yeah.
and it's just like instill I think until you spend time around you and hear all that, I think it's like, because there's a lot of people out there who aren't real men and women.
Yeah.
But spending time with you, it's clear you're the real deal. And so I love being part of this.
Thank you.
Nice.
I listen. Like, I mean, I've listened a lot to him, to other people that I respect, and, you know,
how you
whether it's
learn.
just, like my
anybody
grandpa,
learns.
he was an old trapper. You learn stuff about skinning and fleshing.
Yeah.
He's been in it a long time, and he's worked with some great people, and then also he's guided some really experienced hunters that hunted probably every creature that walks on the planet.
Yeah.
So it's just, you listen.
Oh,
Some
yeah.
you throw in the trash. 'cause
If you think you know everything, you'll never learn anything.
No.
When I'm with somebody that's got knowledge, I just shut up and listen.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's like
I'm talking
we can all learn. I mean, when you're done learning, it's like, or you think you're done learning, I don't know, you're going backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I learn on every hunt. I've been doing this for a long time, and every hunt I learn something.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for you to do this because I can't hold it and do it at the same time. It's blocking on me. Yeah.
Then I'll catch you.
Okay.
Sig Sauer is leading the firearm outdoor industry in American innovation, ingenuity, and manufacturing. For over 250 years, Sig Sauer has evolved and thrived by blending American ingenuity, German engineering, and Swiss precision. SIG is synonymous with industry-leading quality and innovation, which has made it the brand of choice amongst the U.S. military, the global defense community, law enforcement, competitive shooters, hunters, and responsible citizens. That's why I have decided to partner with them for my personal protection and concealed carry of choice. I'm also actually working with them to develop some bow hunting friendly carry options because of the dramatic increase of predator attacks happening across the United States. SIG is actually offering something pretty unique in the industry. They're giving you guys a discount to help you gear up for hunting season. All optics and accessories are 10% off using code CAM, that's C-A-M, at sigsauer.com. That's code CAM for 10% off. Hunting season is upon us, and Montana Knife Company knives are a must for every hunter's backpack. They're durable, sharp, and the knife I trust not to let me down hunt after hunt. Use code CAM10 for 10% off your first order. My favorite blade is a Blackfoot 2.0. Montana Knife Company, working knives for working people.
And look at all the meat that's coming off of this bear.
Mm-hmm.
Man, oh
Yeah,
man.
there's the other reason for hunting these. We freaking love eating them.
Yeah.
We do. I take all this meat home.
Cooking your meat for everybody at Lift Front Shoot last year.
Yeah.
That was so
incredible
amazing.
to give them all a taste of it.
The bear hams.
Yeah.
See that bear meat is delicious. It's like the best beef brisket you've ever had.
Yeah, so when people do ask about it, that's what we say. It's like a brisket because it's got a very dense, coarse grain of meat. But I overdo it. I just like to cook it, marinate it for a while, then smoke it on the Traeger for quite a while. Because you just want, I think I always say this, you just don't want fans, you want raving fans.
Yeah, I like that saying.
It's like the first time they try elk, you want them to be like, wow,
Yeah.
this is amazing.
I love sharing my elk, but like when you did put those hams on the Traeger last year at that event, and you made I think the sliders, that's what it was?
Yeah, pulled bear sliders.
Just delicious.
Everybody wiped those out before the ribeye and the tomahawks, which kind of shocked me because usually that's what everybody goes for.
They're so good.
And then the sausage you had then was
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah, I took some down to when I did Joe's podcast. I took bear pepperoni down there.
Nice.
Yeah. I love sharing bear meat, but yeah, if people, I don't know, I cherish all aspects of the hunt, but also taking this meat home and like, I just don't kill these animals just to kill. It's a big part of who I am, and part of honoring the animal and the hunt is cherishing the meat.
Yeah.
And so, yes, it's expensive to get home, but it's just part of what I do.
And you can do anything with the bear meat. You just have to cook it to temp.
Yeah.
But I mean,
No different
whatever.
than pork.
No, yeah,
chicken.
exactly. Pork, chicken.
Yeah.
You just got to cook it to temperature. You can do it 100 different ways. And then all of this fat you can take off and you can render it down. And then you use it for pie dough, for cooking your eggs, steak, and whatever. Like you can use, you can use a lot of it. So excuse me. That's what we've always done. We render all the fat.
Yeah, I think for anybody interested in bear hunting, either if we can record that podcast, I mean your tutorial we did, or they listen to this podcast or watch the films, it's man, that's how you learn. And I think for a bear hunter, I just don't know of a better place than to come than with you guys. For the full experience.
We work hard. We try. I mean,
Work your ass off. This shit is so much work. It's so much. It's hard on equipment.
Yeah.
You gotta have high quality equipment. You know, like this buggy here. You gotta, all this baiting, all the work that goes into it. The beavers, the oil, the grease,
everything. And it's not just like, well, season's on. It's for
it's just
a month
for
before.
months.
And
Yeah.
And now for this shit talker session, Cam, fucking cut the tail off. I'm skinning the tail off without having something to pull on it.
Oh, sorry about that.
That's okay.
well,
Taxidermists can do it.
Yeah.
I like to do it.
Yeah.
And then the whole thing too is the kill at the end and taking the animal home is great, but we've always wanted to do the whole experience where it's like before. I mean, I can't speak for other outfitters either because I haven't been to many. But when they come here, it's like we're family. We're a family-run business. We like to treat people like family, host them like family, and it's kind of a mission to get people in here, talk to them, make a relationship, get to know who they are, and then take them on the adventure that they really want.
Well,
What they came here for.
all I know is your daughter made me 3 peanut butter and bacon sandwiches today.
I know she's
So-
stellar.
She definitely spoils, I don't know about everybody but me. So I like that.
Yeah, no, she's great.
Yeah,
She works her butt off.
She's such a hard worker.
Yeah.
Julia, man, you're amazing.
Got some cut out.
Yeah, he does. Look, this is a hefty boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you pull it more, or are you good?
Just taking off some fat.
Okay.
Oh yeah, looking good. That's gonna be some good meat.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful.
How soon do you want to put the tarp down and pull the hide that way? So is the whole back off?
Pretty close. We're at the neck there, so
Okay.
we're doing a couple of flip flops.
Okay. Look at these forearms.
I know. Yeah.
All these power lifters would love to have this. They're so
Yeah.
freaking tough.
I'm gonna get
This is an ass shot. Got my cake here.
let's
Is it
we'll flip. We'll go that way and then we'll come back this way.
this way here?
Yeah.
Great.
Oh,
So we can pose. Never caught. Wait,
do you want it on your side?
it's good back.
Okay. Oh,
Just the neck.
okay. I gotcha. Look at the feet on that sucker.
Yes. Feet. I think it's 5 feet. So pretty close to just the neck now.
Yeah, just push in. We'll get the truss and we'll pull this through the
Mhm.
woods. Alright, I'll set the end here. Yeah.
He's got a, I wonder what else, those square. He's 7 something.
You
Huh?
want to have
I
a
got
little
it.
clean one? Okay.
We're gonna skin this head out and give it a slip measurement too.
Okay. What's your guess?
At first, when you killed him, I thought it was gonna be a 19-inch bear.
Yeah.
But you never know until the meat's off. Some are meatheads.
He looks like
So he could be a 20-inch bear. He's got
looks
good
long.
length and he's got width.
I kept my comment to myself. I know some meatheads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had some great experiences. We've had bear in close. We've had,
Bear in your lap almost.
yeah. I mean, but I love being close to bear. I love sitting on the ground. I know it's not for everybody, but there's just something. It's just we're so lucky to be able to experience, watching bear behavior up close and seeing them respond to each other. They're curious about us. Sometimes they're aggressive.
Yeah.
I think people get a little complacent around black bear because they think, oh, black bear aren't dangerous. They're not a grizzly. People will say stuff like they're more afraid of you than
Black
them.
bears kill people every year.
And it's like, yeah, they can be more afraid of you than you are of them, but not always.
I've
Not
heard that
always.
my whole life growing up, and I actually repeated it myself, and now it's like, that's not even true.
It's
They all have personalities.
Yeah, I
Whether
mean,
you think about it.
You think you ran off, he's coming right back.
Yeah.
and they have bad days.
Yeah.
Just like we have bad days. And
And-
they might have just got their ass kicked, and then
Yeah.
they see some little guy sitting on the ground. They're like, you look small.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
go mess with you.
Yeah, it's like,
Yep.
I just got beat up by a big boar. I'm gonna go take it out on that guy.
Yeah.
Or that thing, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Some of them, like you were saying, that big sow,
Run
maybe
over.
have never seen a human.
Might
You know,
not.
That giant sow with the
Yeah.
color face
Yeah,
cubs.
probably not.
And
Run
so,
over.
Pretty remote.
yeah, so they don't know. They don't know how to react. They don't know they're supposed to be afraid.
It's been used a lot. It's just getting dull.
I like this. I mean, is that
Yeah.
spot for your finger just like that?
Yeah.
You
And
just
see-
got
Here,
control.
give me that for a second, John. And see, for me, it's this when you're fleshing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
Or,
But
yeah.
it's my size.
It is your size.
Josh made it just for me. Look at that.
Yeah. It's
Because I
perfect.
always complain everything's big.
You can use that.
Yeah.
That finger.
I
Yeah.
think that's
Or this.
I'm like this when I'm doing this fine work here,
Yeah.
and then for fleshing.
exactly. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Well
It's really
designed.
good.
It's really, you guys did.
It's
good on
just
that.
perfect.
Campaigns. Josh Smith. Collab.
Oh man, and they sold in minutes, maybe seconds. I don't know. And you got to be proud of it because it's so useful.
Yeah.
But yeah, having that control of that index finger like that,
Yeah.
it's just that's how we're designed. And so when you make this knife that's just designed to react like that and respond, it's beautiful. And then with a high cork, well, I keep hitting the table with it, so I'm dulling it. I'm sorry.
It's all good. It's nice to have a blade that you can do a full bear with and then even more.
Yeah. Do you want to do the front shoulder first?
Yeah. Once
Do
he
the
gets
two
off the
front
head.
shoulders,
Yeah.
and then we'll keep the back ham.
So we can get out
to
the
lay him on his
back
belly. You
strap.
take out the loins so it stays up,
Okay.
and then and then by taking these off now, we'll be able to get loins off right to the front.
Okay.
Cam,
And
I
then
have
we'll
a
do the
present for you.
hams last.
Oh, no. Freaking whoever it was, TSA, or I don't know what, it stole my
Stole your wiener?
my bear dick last year. It is hard getting this bone out of here, to be honest.
You just gotta
I
kind
can
of
do it
flesh
pretty quick. Pretty good at it.
You're probably the
I bet James could do it too.
James is.
Do it with my mouth. I'll clean it up because the taxidermist will be able to ship it to you.
Yeah, he'll be able
I'll get a
Okay.
CITES permit to ship
Oh,
out just
good.
with the
Great.
bear.
Yeah, I was gonna make James take out his butt plug and put this in, get it home. But you can leave your butt plug in.
Yay!
Look at the smoke rolling in. We got east wind again.
So you want me to take that front shoulder
Yeah.
off then?
Yeah.
Yeah, both fronts you can tag. There'll be pepperoni sticks you study up. Those were good last year too.
Oh man, so good.
That's nice looking meat. Look at the color of that meat.
Yeah, it's so dark.
Rich.
Yes, dark and rich. Yeah.
You got hold of that. There you go. Good.
This is as big as the ham.
Yeah, that's a big front shoulder. That's the size of a rear ham of a good bear.
This table's making my knife dull. There we go.
This is the front shoulder.
Yeah. It's a good one.
Side of that.
Let's
That's-
do that other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say.
Like that?
Look at that.
Yep. Right there.
Look.
So that cuts a big old hole. I have to think a little bit and then put them down quick.
Mm-hmm.
How's that one?
It's good. 4 blades.
That one should be short. Sure.
Yeah, way better. That's that other good.
Yeah. It's just old.
Yeah, that's. I think people underestimate how heavy bone these are. You're not getting an arrow through that shoulder usually, unless you get lucky.
Yeah. And rifle hunters, they've become bow hunters. They've always been told shoot the bear in the shoulder, shoot the bear in the shoulder.
Yeah, because it breaks them down and.
Look at that. That's a stellar piece of meat.
Yeah, that's a good one.
We want to get a nice height photo.
Yeah.
Sure.
What do you do?
Oh, I just put it in this bin over there. That's bigger than the hams of other bear. No joke. No,
It's good size there.
no joke. Once you're done doing that, then I'll flip it on its belly.
Yep. And do some loins.
Yeah. How many first-time bear hunters this week? Like 6?
Yeah.
Isn't it 6? Well, actually, like, I mean, archery bear hunting. There's 6. Some other guys did spot and stalks with a gun, but that's different.
Yeah, whole different game with the bow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just go right through the shoulder with the gun. I mean, it does break them down quick, but
If you hit it in the right spot.
yeah.
Because sometimes with the hair being long and whatever, they hit them kind of in that, the forearm part, not quite the shoulder, so you blow up the leg.
Yep. If you don't
We've-
take out the lungs,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
it'll be a long day.
Well, anybody that asks, I'm like, in the lungs, double lung it, it's not going to go far. Doesn't matter what it is. What's
I use this other one for the
Yeah.
roast meat.
Yep.
I love that. That fat's good for pepperoni.
That's why I like to take off those front shoulders
Isn't
first.
it crazy how the
So they
spine?
get right down into the neck.
We'll show it after. But the spine,
Oh,
like
the
on a
two
deer, you just
ridges?
go
Yeah.
straight down for your loins.
Yeah, they
There's
got that
another
little
ridge of bone.
No.
I just gotta find out what the actual proper term of it is. Can I
know.
flip this on its belly
Where's
now?
Dr. Jared? Keith does.
You'll tell her.
I don't know. He might not know bear.
Yeah, he
You know what
does.
I mean? Oh, he does?
He
Yeah.
does, yeah.
Oh, you're almost done. Look at the size of the carcass. Oh, I was gonna measure it around here. Around the muzzle, where the color starts, is 14.5 inches. Shit. Look at this, cat.
Yep. Oh man, that's an old
That's
bear.
not-
Older than this.
Yeah.
That is an old bear.
They're ground right down, some of them. Are the back here?
Mm.
Yeah.
How about?
Maybe slide in that way. Because it's still steady, isn't that thing?
Oh, I really see it too. Well, I'll take the head off. Take it. What are you clapping that? Sure, that. Digging her own bone.
You want me to take this off first? We
No.
could roll it.
I don't.
Okay.
He's like, look right now.
Okay.
But maybe I can in a minute.
Because if I flip him on his tummy, then you can do that spot.
You.
Once you've done that.
Yeah.
Or does he want to hold it and I'll flip it? Because then you can get more all the way down here. What?
What's
I was
that?
going to get girth
Oh.
and length measurements, so he'll measure the height.
Yeah.
What do you want?
So epic. This is kind of sweaty. Grab this. Nice crease down the middle, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed that. That's a sign of an old bear, huh? See that crease in their head? So, for those interested in a bear hunt, John and Jenn Rivet, living the dream. Just find them on Instagram, send them a message. Look them up.
Canada.
Alberta, Canada. Or you can find us on Rivet Code too.
Watch these, I don't know, watch the videos, listen to the podcasts, talk to them if you have any questions, and get up here and chase big bear in the most beautiful bear country I've been around. And, yeah, the best people I know.
Good catch.
Best black bear guides I've been around. Pretty lucky.
We didn't even have to pay to see that.
No.
Just that peanut butter honey bacon sandwich did it.
Yeah, that's all it takes.
Takes.
Yeah. Maybe I'll see you camp up here. We have a whole camp full of that bunch of guys I've never met.
Yeah, we had 8 people here right now.
Yeah, Caleb Brewers. I don't know, it's a big honor to meet him. Known of him for a long time, so feel really lucky to be here with him. But yeah, you hardly ever meet bad people in bear camp.
That's true. That's true. If they are, we send them back home.
Yeah.
Or they change their tune quick.
Yeah.
Because they realize, hey, like, we've had some that come up are pretty, I don't want to say arrogant, but, you know, whatever, a little bit know-it-all, you know, don't really want to listen and stuff like that, or
Yeah.
whatever it is.
Maybe a one and done.
Yeah, well, no, what ends up happening is it's like, at the beginning of the week, probably a little insecurity out of the element, whatever it might be.
Yeah.
But then by midweek, they're like coming around, and by the end of the week, it's like a lot of changed people.
Yeah, that's great.
It's
That's
hunt
okay.
camp,
That's okay. It happens.
you know? Yeah, and it's a great place to,
mean-
look at that. That's off a 1 hind-quarter of fat.
Whoa.
Probably been in, when I was younger, been in bear camp where I was a dickhead, and hopefully I got better, so we'll give people grace.
Yeah.
You know, people deserve grace.
Yeah.
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 We're not perfect, but we just want good people up here to appreciate. And I told the guys yesterday, this is a real hunt. Don't think this is not a real hunt. It's you gotta make good decisions.
So the record books for bears has nothing to do with hide, nothing to do with weight. It's all about the skull. So that's the only thing that counts, and it's the only thing that you can't cheat on. You could say it weighs more than it does, or stretch it out and measure it longer, but the skull is the true thing for the record books for Boone and Crockett, or for archery, Pope and Young. So you want the full length, the longest length, and the greatest width, and you add that together, and that's your score. So 18-inch minimum for Pope and Young. And now there's some people that, I shot a 22-inch bear. Well, they're taking that tape and they're wrapping it around and going around and getting more length and going down the sides. No, you got to measure with calipers. Longest, right there.
Holy crap.
12 and 4/16. Bears are measured in 16ths, not 8ths. So there's another trick to know if your guy knows what he's talking about.
People will say, oh, it's
So 12 and
4/16,
4.
and they'll say, oh, well, wait, what did I say?
1/4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
whatever. That's
Yeah,
not how
it's
you do
it's
it.
a quarter inch.
You always
What did you
keep it in
say?
16s.
12 and 4/16. Or it's, if you're measuring a deer, it would be 8, so it would be 2/8.
Yeah. Yeah. It's weird.
But the bear is that much
Very different.
Like in the top of the record books, where they're those 22 inchers,
Yeah.
a 16th is the difference sometimes. They
Yeah.
a fraction
Right.
how close they are.
Yep.
If it was in 8ths, you'd have like 100 of it would be right there together.
Yeah, they got to have more fine measurements, separation.
Seven and 5/16. That's a big freaking bear, Cam.
Is that right?
And real 4 and 5. Yeah, yeah. So close to 20. We knew it was a 19 to 20 inch bear.
Yeah.
Just under 20.
19 and 9/16. That's a big bear. It's a big skull.
Yeah.
Way into Pope and Young.
It was, what was the width? 7, what?
7 and
5/16 to set.
yeah. 7 and 5.
Yeah, so 12.
Yeah.
and 12 and 4 long.
Yeah, that's good there.
And
That's what we want.
in the drying period, before you can actually score it into the books, it'll actually get bigger sometimes. You know where antlers shrink
Yeah.
on a bear, these side things right here will
Spread.
spread as they dry up,
Yeah.
and you'll get more width. So you could gain several 16ths.
Yeah, if you're getting close to that 20-inch skull,
It's a big bear.
yeah, that's what we're after. And that only happens with age generally.
Yeah. Age and some really good genetics.
12 and 6/16. And the bottom teeth are out more than the
Yeah, you can go with the bottom on that.
12 and
It's the, yeah, furthest to furthest.
this thing said
Okay?
6/16, so now we're at
Or 11.
11/16.
Yeah.
And as it dries, you'll gain a couple more, so it'll be
Yeah.
close to 20 inch.
That's a good head right there.
They're wore down really good.
Yeah. It kind of matches your shirt.
It seems old.
Yeah.
I just want to see how high I can get. If I have to get this high. I hope so.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Holy shit.
8-foot bear, dude. Just to the bottom of the 8-foot 2x4.
Do you spin it this way?
8-foot bear, man!
Oh, shit.
Okay. And then after,
Oh my
after
God.
we're going to do the one with the pole where you hold the nose this way, where it's standing.
Yeah.
It's the heaviest bear we've
Okay,
done.
so
Look how long that is.
It's to the bottom. It's a true 8-foot bear.
You know, just like that, I want to do like a pan down of the whole tree.
Okay.
his feet are on the ground flat. I want to do one like this.
There you go.
So then you do that and you pull that guy out. That is stellar. Look at that fucking bear. Oh yeah, we need to measure it.
It's
John.
8 foot. It's just under 8 foot. It's like 7'11".
Well, look at the
Coming?
board.
You ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a big freaking bear.
Yeah.
My God. His height is perfect.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. All right. Some back hams. And then you got both back straps already?
No, I got one about
Well, thank God.
Nice.
It gets heavy.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
All right, we're closing out this episode of the Keep Hammering Collective with John and Jenn Rivet.
Hurry up, it's heavy.
We've had some success. Here's all our bear meat, and we can't wait to eat it. Thanks for listening.
Arise, kill. Now we're
Keep
gonna
hammering.
eat. Holy shit.
Someone to blame, they sent their hate, it fuels my pace. I am Roy Tough, I am the change, the fuel in dirt, feeling like Cam Haynes. Oh, give me the Mars, nobody wants, I'll give you my heart, I'll carry it to work. Give me that impossible task, I'll give you that unbreakable courage.